There's a monster living in the basement of a bar, its head wrapped in a bag. As long as it consumes an item that belonged to the deceased, it can take on their appearance. Even though it only lasts for 2 minutes, it's enough time for the dead to briefly return and let their loved ones say what was left unsaid. Because of this, many people are willing to pay a hefty price just to speak with someone they've lost. What they don't realize is, the more spirits you summon, the heavier the curse becomes. Late one night, there's another knock on the bar door. A tense-looking man is standing outside. The moment he walks in, he drops $4,000 on the table, begging for just one chance to see his dead wife again. Strangely, the bar owner doesn't accept the money this time. Instead, he forces the man to leave. It's as if the owner already knows his time is running out. After the man leaves, he shuts down the bar, pulls down the blinds, and records a final message for himself. Not long after, he comes crawling up from the basement, his entire body engulfed in flames. In the end, he's burned alive right there. But the strangest part is, the moment he dies, the fire on his body suddenly goes out. A few days later, the owner's daughter, Iris, gets a call from the police. They tell her father died in a fire. She immediately takes a late-night flight to the hospital. But when she sees his body, she feels nothing. After all, he abandoned her and her mother when she was just a child. As she's leaving the hospital, her father's estate lawyer tracks her down. He then takes Iris to the bar. The lawyer tells her the place used to belong to her father, and now it's hers. As Iris walks down a hallway, she suddenly notices a scorched mark on the floor. That's where her father burned to death. At the end of the hallway, there's a worn, tightly shut wooden door. The lawyer then pulls out an old deed to the bar and asks Iris to sign it, completing an old inheritance ritual. Without thinking much of it, Iris signs her name without hesitation. What she doesn't realize is, the moment she inherits the bar, she's already marked for death. After signing, the lawyer says he'll bring the keys the next day. Iris decides to crash at the bar for the night. At midnight, she's suddenly jolted awake by the sound of an alarm. She turns on the light leading to the basement hallway, and realizes the alarm is coming from downstairs. She soon notices the wooden door is locked, covered in dense, carved symbols. Just as Iris stands there frozen, a shadow suddenly flashes past behind her. She heads back to the main room, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, a man appears and startles Iris. He quickly insists he's not a threat, he just wants to see his dead wife. Iris immediately tells him there's no such thing here, but the man claims his wife is in the basement of the bar. He then pulls out $2,000 and slams it on the table, before emptying the rest of his cash onto the counter, begging for just one chance to see her. He says her father used to take money from many people, and the secret lies in the basement. Staring at the cash in front of her, Iris is tempted. After taking the money, she tells the man to come back tomorrow night. She doesn't have the key to the basement yet. The man has no choice but to leave. Once he's gone, Iris quickly calls her best friend and tells her everything that just happened. Her friend immediately rushes over. The next night at midnight, the man shows up right on time. Iris uses the key to unlock the wooden door leading to the basement. Inside, there are only 2 chairs placed in the center, a statue nearby holding its own head, and a large hole broken into the wall behind it. The man steps forward and calls out into the hole, but nothing happens, finding it a bit ridiculous. Iris and her friend can't help but laugh. The man then tells Iris to do exactly what he did. Without thinking much, she calls out toward the hole, and then something eerie slowly begins to emerge from the darkness.